Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another H-Bars 3 replay. Spawn bottom left side as the blue Chinese, we have April. Spawn top right side as a red Sioux, we have Arg Nebenstahl. Let's take a look at the natives of this map. We've got the Tengri Shrine, which means Tatar archers, and some exotic doggos. And over here, another Tengri Shrine, and that appears to be the only natives on the map. There's a handful of yaks you can perhaps ally with and lead them to victory, right? Oh, wait. The Sioux Explorer is going to be great at obtaining these wildlife. If he knows about if he sees the wildlife here, he can perhaps quickly get them and then send them back home. It may be a good idea for his age up to be the farm age up. Because if he finds enough of the cattle there, he can send them to be fattened and then get a good food reserve. Drunken Sailor is now punching a bunch of bears. I don't know why, but that just seems proper. Blue does find a couple of the yaks on the field as well. In which, wait, it was also Chinese villagers can also collect fattened livestock as well, so that could be also useful. Let's take a look and see if they're not... Souix not stuck to the deck, Chinese are not stuck to the deck. You know, Chinese player does have a deck available. Let's see what he goes for. He goes for this deck. Let's see what this deck actually is. We got T exports, give you 1 consulate rickshaw, and 100 exports, which does mean you get your first consulate for free, basically. And also gives you a nice little trickle of export. Very handy indeed. Of course, got the one-time muster of villagers, wood gold, Chuko News, standard army hit points, increase Chuko New and Step Riders hit points by 20%. Got the Pikemen, Step Riders, Diplomatic Intrigue, give you 300 export, and makes all your consulate research allies 75% cheaper, so imagine that's 375 in export. You may hold off on his ally until he gets this one researched. Not like you can do much with handful export either way. And we've got Rattan Shields. Of course, we got gold, arquebus, Changdo Swordsman, Territorial Army Combat, giving your arquebus and Changdo Swordsman plus 15 hit points in damage. Repelling volleys, Chuko News and arquebus do extra damage versus light cavalry, shock infantry, and heavy infantry. Double-faced armor, iron foils, Keshik's meter hammers hit points increased by 50%, and as well as 0.05 armor, 5% armor. And from meteor hammers, interventions, get shipment from the consulate. 1 Falcon. Oh wait, that's not a warship, isn't it? A warship can train units. I usually don't see naval cards all too much. So, and there is water on this map. Manchurian Cavalry Archers. Arquebus, Changdo Swordsmen, Meteor Hammers, 2 Infinite Flying Crows, and hired Rattan Shields. For the Sioux. The Sioux... Oh, there's also, I see on the map, another yak to be named. Also over here as well. And down here. Villagers, wood, gold. Sentient Bowmans. Love Warriors, Axe Riders, Cavalry Damage. Some Dog Soldiers. Great Hunters, villagers gather food 20% faster from hunted animals, and 10% of all hunted food animals you gain so far, you gain the maximum 150. So it does give you, at this point in time, 101 food, but larger later on, or just collect faster. So going for this sooner rather than later is actually probably better, because plus 20% food is better than 10% food. But you can also go for later and get payout in the end. Smaller payout, but still. 13 bison, villagers, wood, a Wakan of rifles. I do see. Here, that's just a war hut here. Axe raiders, cavalry combat, rifle riders, dog soldiers. Santi support sends 6 axe raiders, increases their hit points of all axe raiders. Of course, the Sioux is known The Iroquois is heavily focused on infantry. The Sioux is heavily focused on cavalry. And the Aztecs, of course, are just adaptable and also weird. Two Kettle Council sends 14 walking rifles, plus 20 hit points for your rifles. More rifles. Akanshika, I don't know how to pronounce any names in this game. Significantly increase the hit points of all Lakota warriors. Reduces their damage against reduces the damage against villagers. Doesn't say exactly how much, but does give them plus 20% hit points, which is pretty good. More dog soldiers and an infinite amount of bison. Wait, we don't have the card there, so you get gold from huntables? Huh. Or no, natural resources. Interesting. Training post will go down. I just heard something. Not sure what it was. We got a good number of Sentinel bowmen advancing on forward. He has gone for the Russian allies. He has not gone for diplomatic intrigue either. You can always go that for later if he just wants to get something temporarily from the Russians and go for a different consul in the end. The Disciple's about to go down. Disciple has gone down. The drunken sailors kicking these bowmen in the face. And he does go down there. They have a handful of club warriors on field. They are classified as a heavy infantry. They may move fast. At 5's not that fast, but they're not shocked. Just imagine them as pikemen with lower attack but higher bonuses. Oh, and looks like he does take out the yaks there. He does kill them off early. He does. Livestock do collect faster than other food sources. They do collect at a rate of 2, which means you do collect them very quickly. There's a large number of dead animals here, so there are actually a lot of decay here. A little bit bad, I would say. But now the Confucian army trying to be going on up. It's being sieged down. So the automatic health regen is too high. He's not making any progress there. Why is there a high health regen on that? You do have irregular stomping point of view. Sure, I understand a bit of automatic production, but the health regen should not be a thing, honestly. As of right now, those units just having trouble sieging down. Though I suppose there are siege attacks, not great, some of them. Village Duke inside the town center there. Got a handful of pikemen stabbing these horsemen. And soon we have some free flying crows with the Confucian Academy. It also ships in 8 arquebuses, the skirmisher for the Chinese. Another village going up. Does have a blockhouse here as well from the Russian consulate. You may have went for that to save some wood for deploying out barracks. Also does access the tower, gain a little bit of defense, so it does fulfill 2 roles there. Now I do have a flying crossman point of view, trying to he was happiest blockhouse from the Russians. Now get on out of here. He is also going for a shipment of arquebuses. The Iroquois is on age up. He's going for the messenger. And right now he's going for the Resurrect War Chief. He's currently down right here. Bring a shipment of 8 villagers. Okay, you can stop clicking that button. You have every single trade post now secured up by the Sioux. And he's going for straight food on all of them, right? I always sometimes get the food icon and gold icon mixed up, but it is just straight up food. Do you have any yaks here for the Iroquois? Not Iroquois, Sioux? Doesn't appear to be. So you already may have eaten them all. Now this war hut's starting to go on down. He switched his trade post to wood now. And Now he has gotten his British allies. Handful of these elite axe riders advancing forward. Do less dangerous like cavalry, but they have excellent attack. That slight a little bit less dangerous like cavalry just makes it so they're based like normal hussars against light cavalry, but they still hit really hard at 43 damage. And they do cost the same as the hussars as well, so they are pretty good melee cav, though the maximum health is 200, or base health is 250, which is less than hussars. Great posts are being forced down here. Of course, large number of these units don't have great siege attack. True canoes have literally 3. And not even 3 times 3, just 3. And these arquebusiers only have 10 as well. Going for more Wakina rifles. They seem a little bit more squishy than regular skirmishers. They do have 85 base health. The range is of course like any other skirmisher. I suppose the cost for a skirmisher is relatively low. I suppose arquebus base damage is still 97 as well, so it's relatively comparable. 18 damage, 20 range versus 20 damage, 18 range. So the arquebus do have lower damage, higher range. The Chinese Explorer will be going down shortly. Does go down there. Now they've got the Axe Riders advance forward. Does not get engaged there. The Swordsman do force him back. He does not want to get hit by those. Blue Armor's advancing forward. He's not going for some healers. No, he stopped the healer production there. War Chief has been resurrected. We do now have a flying crow deployed on the field. A good heavy piece of artillery to engage these rifles. And you got a number of the disciplined meter hammers. They do offer actually a slight range attack with their melee attack, so it's a good unit to support your front line. They're able to go behind them and attack them as well. More elite axe raiders now being put on the field. Over here, you have a TP now. TPs, of course, to provide hit points and gathering rate boosts to nearby units. Pretty close, now seeing fire. The Flying Crow does 28 damage. Good AoE. So they should be very effective versus those infantry units, to say the least. Doesn't do any bonus damage versus infantry like heavy cannons or falconets. Of course, he does get them out for free.
Daku.
Go for more of the axe riders, more of the rifles. And now we do have, looks like, more territorial armies being put on the field. To the Summer Palace, getting those free armies on the field as well. Now the Flying Crow's pass advance a little bit too far forward. It does get a deployment phase right there. Could be passed overran. Those will draw them in a little bit there. Get a bit of damage to the arquebus onto the heavy cav. Of course, those are light cav. Arquebus should do good damage there. Do now some red coats not plum field, a decent musketeer. Right now the Chinese force is 67 out of 65. The Souix at 128. So looks like the Chinese player does have more force in the field. Of course, Chinese are known for mass production. The Souix right now is not going for any wood at the moment, just going for food and gold. Chinese players, of course, going a little bit of everything. Trying to advance on forward. Cavalry's now advancing on forward, trying to get engaged, but may see some fire there. Swords now engaged the cavalry in melee. And now the Flying Crow getting hit there on the rifles. The Flying Crows took the beating there. Will fire one more shot. It may go down to these Axe Raiders. Those go down there. Arquebus getting overrun by the Axe Raiders now. Cavalry Archers or Manchus are hitting the handicap now. Manchus are a mercenary unit, offering good damage and good attack speed. Got the Disciples and the Drunken Sailor advancing on forward. Now it's bringing some more Disciples now, times 3. I do have a building of 5. We've got an intervention shipment, which should bring in some more musketeers, more redcoats, as well as more arquebuses not being brought on in. These players starting to roll his economy on in. He has 131 units. His opponent is out as 98. Riflemen are engaging each other. He does have TPs nearby, which does give him a health bonus. And now I got the Explorer here. The Explorer has absurd 1,800 health hit points. Jumpstone only has 1,100. The Warchief does go down there. Flying Crow slowly advancing on forward. Finds a good shot there on those units. Actuaries do get picked on off. Musketeers now engage order to melee. Let's get a good volley there. Goes abandoning the town center. It looks like Red does back up the game now. It's Anagrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.